Hello guys, and welcome back once again to my channel. As you all know, my name is Ife Artistry. If this is your first time seeing my videos, you are highly welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming here. And you guys, if you have not really subscribed to my YouTube channel, you should do that right now, because I'm about to show you how I transformed this gorgeousness into a very beautiful look, into a very beautiful client or something. Okay guys, in today's video I'm going to be doing that. So first of all, we started by cleaning her face. Of course, you guys know we don't like do basic care. We start by cleaning the face. Like the skin needs to be really clean, because you don't want to work on a dirty canvas at all. So after cleaning the face, you dry it up. You dry like the remaining water from the micellar water out, and then we move over to hydrating the face. So in today's video, I'm going to be using my hydrating serum from Zaron. I'm going to be using that first to hydrate her skin. Okay, so I'm going to be placing this generously on her face everywhere, and after that I'm going to be using the fan to dry it up. And that is it. After doing that, I'm going to be going into the second moisturizer, which is what's the name of this moisturizer? I honestly, I can't really remember. I think it's a new moisturizer that I'm using. I'm going to, okay, yeah, Isole moisturizer. Yeah, Isole moisturizer. So I'm placing the second moisturizer, the Olay, and I equally place it generously on her face. After that, I went into the Merak skin prep to control the sweat, and then I'm going to dry that down as well. Remember guys, anything you place on the face, make sure you dry it down, like dry and dry before you go over to another one. Make sure the first one is dried down and, like, you know, really sucked into her skin. After that, I placed Becharm primer on her face. I brought that at the back of my palm, and you know, placing it on her face, or sorry, the places that produce oil that I don't want oil to come out from. I just, you know, try to mattify the places. So after that, I sprayed the face and then move over to her foundation. Okay guys, so when I was mixing this foundation, I don't really know. I was thinking I don't know if I'm looking at this right now, if it's dark. But when I was mixing it, I was thinking it's her perfect shade. Honestly, I think it's just a bit, like, maybe just a shade darker, not bad, you know. I know I was going to tone it up, whatever. I know I'm going to like get it right, but just looking at it right now, I'm just thinking it's just a shade darker or something, or practically I'm trying to match to her skin or anything. Okay guys, so after blending in the foundation, I was going into the concealers. I'm using the Zikel Cosmetics concealer in the shade Nude first. That's the first shade I placed. Then after placing that shade in the inner corners, I'm going to be going into the second one, that's the Zikel Cafe, in their shade the Zikel Cafe. So I place that again under her eyes. That one is a bit you know, darker than the first shade, so of course it's going to be going in the outer part. So after placing the two concealers, I begin to blend into her skin. As you guys know, I'm just like going to carefully and gently blend this into her skin. Guys, if the foundation is a bit darker, like I said, I'm thinking, so I don't know what I was seeing when I was working though, because sometimes you guys know that sometimes the phone actually captures something different from what you are seeing, honestly. Okay guys, so if that is the case, I know I'm going to tone it down, and, you know, like, yeah. So I go ahead and blend in, like I'm trying to, you know, blend the concealers down and like blend it down and get everything intact, you know, like, and leaving the ones in the other eyes. You guys already know, like, I don't blend the one in directly under her eyes, like the beginning part. I leave that for a while to give me coverage, as you all know. Okay guys, so after that, I go ahead and contour her face. I'm using a darker shade from the foundation to make her create her contour. Yeah, so, you know, blending that, of course, you know, the contour equally runs through the perimeters of her face, like her forehead, around that, and equally her cheeks, under her cheeks and stuff, and equally her nose bridge. You have to contour those places because you want to define the place. You have to like define it. If you don't, honestly you're not going to like the outcome at the end of the day. Of course, you can equally use your powders and create the contour. It's not a must that it has to be like a cream contour, but the reason why I love using cream products to create my contour is that like it gives me like definition first, like it makes it easier for me to use the powder one now. Okay guys, so after that I go into her blush. I'm using the Zikel Cosmetics. Sorry, I'm using the Becharmageless lip stain, and this time around the red shade is not from Becharm. I'm using the Melanie. I don't know the name of that shade. That's their red shade. I don't know. I can't remember the name, but that's Melanie red lip stain that is very popular. That's what I'm using. Okay, guys. So after that, I just go ahead and blended the part that is remaining, the remaining placed in remaining concealer in the under eyes that I left for a while. I just went ahead and did the blending and all that, and then I move ahead to set. As you can see, I'm using my powder puff to set the under eyes. And guys, when I bring the product from my powder puff, like I dust it out, and I'm using the remaining product to go over the concealer, and it's giving me like, I don't know why I have not really tried using a powder puff to set before, because like I love everything about this. I love it like crazy. Yes guys, so I just set the highlighted areas with my powder puff and my Merak cosmetic setting powder in the shade Cinnamon. I love the outcome of this. And guys, ever since I started using this powder puff to set the under eyes, I realized that powder does not really go onto my clients' eyes no more. Like I stopped having issues of like powders going into their eyes when I'm working on their face and all that. That used to happen like all the time when I'm using like my brush to set the under eyes, like powder, like the not just me packing, I don't pack powders into their eyes, but like I have these issues where the dust from the powders enter their eyes. But since I started setting with the powder puff, like all those went away. Okay guys, so I have to equally set the contour areas, like now with the powder contour, right? And you can see like it's so easy for me to create that, because from the beginning I already created the shade, the perimeters already there, like everything was already intact. I just have to use the powders now, the powder contour, and just run through, and everything is intact. After that, I have to equally create my blush. I'm using the Zulu palette from Juvias, of course, you guys know. Okay guys, so in today's video, my client, she does not have brow hairs. Like there's no hairs there. I don't know how I was going to, this kind of was challenging to me to do these brows, because I don't think I've ever done brows with just a straight line. The hairs there were just straight, like there's no hairs. I love working with hairs, like when the hairs are full, I would just like make the outline and all that. But this one was trickish. Like it's not just because there's no hairs there, it was carved. It was carved, and the person that carved it, like I don't really know what to say. Like the person messed a lot of things up, and the two brows were not the same thing. There is nothing I could literally do. There's no hairs and all that, and I was trying my best to still achieve something nice and perfect. But guys, I'm a human being now, I'm not a machine. But at the end of the day, we still did it, because like guys, this is one of the worst brows I can actually see. I just tried my best to outline the best possibly way. But one of the things I think that actually led me through was that I was remembering how I teach my students how to draw brows. Most of the times the way I teach it when it's a beginner's class is not the way actually, if I just do my thing and I know my thing, But when I was doing these brows, I have to just try and follow the way I teach them. See the way you cut the arc, look at the place you should do this, you should start from this place, you should end here. I just did that, just as if the person does not have any hairs at all, and that was what I did, and that was how I achieved these brows. Okay guys, so I think I achieved it, and It's okay, even though there's a little bit of errors and all that, which I was trying to conceal and get corrections with the concealing, you know. Yeah, and I think I did. Okay guys, so I drew the brows with the Hager and Esther brow gel, and they call it my pencil, Davis pencil in shade 03, and now I'm concealing with Zikel Cosmetics concealers, and my angled brush is from Merak Cosmetics. All these are Nigerian brands, by the way. Okay guys, so if you're not in Nigeria and you wish to get one of these products, I think you can chat the brands up, or you can get any product, any good products can actually work out for you. Just follow the technique and you'll be able to get it. Okay guys, I just finished with concealing the brows, and I have to go ahead with blending out the concealers because this is so important. Just blend it out, not blending out, just blend the concealers basically, not blending out, but just, you know, blend and set. Okay guys, so I just go ahead and still concealing the upper part of the brows. I think in these brows I was not even supposed to touch the upper part. Like, I was supposed to stay away from these brows and just focus on the rest of the makeup, but of course I was trying to achieve it like perfect and nice, and I'm happy I did actually, because I still have to, you know, create the amazing look that of course I always create all the time. And yeah, that was what I did. The upper part I equally did the same thing to it and concealed it, and everything was okay. And then I have to go ahead with setting the brows at the brow bone, the concealer on the brows basically, with my powder. This is with a powder palette. So yeah, I just have to go ahead and set everything in place. And when I was done with setting, everything is okay, you know. I have to go ahead with the eyeshadow now. Okay, no, before the eyeshadow still I have to bake. Yeah, it's true, I have to bake. So guys, baking, I'm still using the same cinnamon from the Merak Cosmetics, you know, setting powder, and I'm using that to bake, and that is it. So I'm trying to, of course, sculpt the face with this baking powder. You know, baking the face actually is really helpful most of the times. It helps you out in a lot of ways. Okay guys, so after doing this I'm going to go over to the eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using the Benign Clone White eyeshadow base. I'm using that as my primer, as my eyeshadow primer. So after placing it on the eyes, I'm going to be blending out or smudging out so that I don't have any harsh lines. Yeah, of course. After that, I begin to use my eyeshadow, the Blossom Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, and I'm blending that into the skin. I'm using a light brown, guys. If you have been watching my videos, you are going to see the eyeshadow palette like just light brown, very light brown. That is it. I use that as my transition, my first transition color. And yeah, just blend. And this is just a quick and simple, like the quick and simple eyeshadow that I can do. And after that, I have to go in with something that is a bit darker, a darker brown, and smudge that towards the outer V and equally towards the crease line. You know, when I am being fast, you know, yeah, because we are doing this makeup late and the client came late, and you know, when I'm rushing with makeup and stuff, I always, or most of the times, we just, you know, create something simple and we rush it and everything is okay. And after that, guys, I went ahead with placing the main, you know, eyeshadow on her eyelid, and just place that and make sure I don't have any harsh lines. Of course, like, I think harsh lines are my enemies when it comes to eyeshadow, so except I am intentionally creating them, I don't ever want to see them. Like, I don't ever want to see any harsh line at all. If you are my student, you are going to hear me always complain of that. No harsh line. No matter what you do with your blending, if I see harsh lines, you are getting it wrong. So you have to blend it out. Okay guys, so after that, I go ahead with smudging out the under eyes, and just we just steal the dark brown shade. I smudge it out, and you know, nothing really serious. I think this is just, you know, something simple, nothing serious. Just smudge out the under eyes and continue with the rest of the makeup, guys. So after that, I have to line the eyes with my gel liner. Of course, the Zaron gel liner. This is a dupe for Inglot gel liner, so if you have a way of getting the Inglot, you are really good. I think Inglot is one of the best. So, and if you're in Nigeria, honestly, Zaron Cosmetics gel liner is equally very good. It's something you can, is a brand that you can equally try to get. Okay guys, so I'm just lining the eyes. I lined the upper part of the eyes and equally lined the lower the waterline under eyes, of course. Yeah, so just lining basically is not that deep. If I would say, it's not that deep. Yeah, so just line and everything is okay. Yeah, I think this look is very simple, but like it's still very beautiful. Okay guys, so after I'm done with everything on the eyes, I just go ahead with removing the excess, you know, setting powder that is still on the face that I used in baking. So I went ahead and removed them, and they equally like try to still set. I think I'm adding like another shade of powder, like a lighter something to brighten the under eyes up. I think it's not bright enough for me. That is what I think, and I'm just adding something, a little bit something to spice it up. Okay guys, so and after that I'm using my powder to equally like set everything on the face, you know, like I'm running through to just set the rest of the face and dust out also the remaining powder everywhere on the face. After dusting that out, I'm going to go ahead and re-emphasize on everything on the face, the contours, the blush, the everything, every process, every part. I'm going to try and re-emphasize on them. This is just the forehead, the contour there, everything. I have to run through again to make sure everything is okay. Okay guys, so after that I have to equally go ahead with the cheek glaze from TM Essentials. I have to apply that on the face, especially the places I'm going to be adding my glow, so it helps me with the glow. And you know, my client is dark skin, so I'm not going to be doing too much of like powder glow. I normally use the cheek glaze. Okay guys, after that I use my setting spray and set the makeup, set, and then equally added my glow. I'm doing small, like very tiny with the glow, because I'm trying to be careful not to add too many glow. She's dark skinned, and dark skin, I try to stay away from glow on their face. Okay guys, so after this I'm going over to the lips. So first of all, I'm going to be using the dark brown shade from Becharmageless Cosmetics. I'm using that shade. It's a lip stain. I'm just running through to outline the lips. I'm supposed to mix this color, but of course if she's dark skinned, or if you mix it, of course it's going to be the same color with her skin, and you wouldn't want that. So I want to outline and make it pronounced. Okay guys, so I go ahead with blending out the line of my lining, my lip line, sorry. And after that I went ahead with a shade. This is an orange shade from still the same Becharmageless Cosmetics. Of course, this is the orange shade that I would have actually mixed the brown with. So since I didn't mix them, so I'm going to be using the orange shade next to smudge out as well, to make sure there's no harsh lines. So when I'm doing makeup on the face, one of the things I stay away from is harsh lines. So they are not my friend. Harsh lines are not my friend, so I just stay away from them. So after that I added a nude shade as well on the lips, and then blended together. Oh, you're gonna like these lips because I tried my best to create something beautiful. So after that I equally added my this is the eyeshadow primer. Yeah, I just added the eyeshadow primer and asked her to smack here. I'm just trying to create an ombre effect, or me being too extra. Sometimes it's just me being extra. because I might just be looking at what I'm looking at, and I feel like, yeah, it's still not vibing for me, and I'll decide to just add something extra on it. Okay guys, so at this point I think I'm good, and then I'm adding my lip gloss. Just a random lip gloss. I will always see this random lip gloss, because sometimes just any lip gloss will work for you. Like once the lip gloss is okay, it will work. Like I don't think there should be like much selection for lip glosses, except depending on what you want to achieve. So because there are some lip glosses that's actually past lip glosses, so yeah, depending on what you want to achieve, so just do you. Okay guys, so for this lip gloss actually was better, and after the everything I added I sprayed the Soo Pro setting spray on her face, and voila guys, this is the end of the makeup guys. I hope you love it. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, put on your post notification, like, comment and share my videos. I'll see you next time. Bye.